everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of 3 Zendikar Rising draft. Pretty obvious pick here with the Hagra Mauling. Spell land, that's also a removal spell for anything. Very nice. Let's see. Taunting Arbor Mage. This card's kind of back in my good books. It worked really well for me in the last draft, and I've lost to it a couple times, but it's tough. I think it's still like a kind of mid-level pick. Vine Gecko is a great, super powerful limited card. Really powerful. Great for multiple archetypes, both kicker and +1/+1 counter decks. We've also got Outrider, good for party. Relic X, good for warriors. Banneret, playable. Pretty much any white deck can play Banneret. Geyser Mage, great for wizards or kicker decks. Blight Priest, great synergy enabler for clerics. Skitter Sneak, playable rogue. And some other less exciting stuff. Let's go with the Hagra Mauling to start it off. All right. So no follow-up black pick. Now the picks are between, well, probably between Relic Vial or Relic Amulet. And if I'm taking Hagra Mauling, it's probably the Relic Vial. There's also Skyclave Cleric, but I don't know what's more likely to wheel. I guess Relic Vial technically is more likely to wheel, but it's also much stronger for a Cleric deck than a Skyclave Cleric. I feel like if I take Relic Amulet, I can play it in either black-red or black-blue, but I feel like it's kind of abandoning the Hagra Mauling pick to a certain extent, whereas if I take the Relic Vial, I still have a shot to be clerics and get a powerful card. I think we'll go Relic Vial. And like I said, I don't know if it's... I think it might be slightly more likely to wheel than the Prowling... Or not the Prowling Felidar, what was it that I just passed? The Skyclave Cleric. So here's a Royal Eruption, which I could take. There's a Journey to Oblivion as well, which deals with more things. Still technically keeps me on a cleric path. Either way, I'm branching into a second color. There's also no black picks in here, interestingly. I like Valakut Awakening a lot too. It's actually just good cards in here in general. But for me, yeah, I think it's between Journey or Royal Eruption. I think I like Royal Eruption more, but Journey still kind of keeps a cleric deck dream alive. And like I said, either way, I have to pick a second color. So Journey is still powerful, doesn't burn face like Royal Eruption, but can deal with more things. And like I said, still kind of keeps me on a potential cleric path here. So here I think we want the Core Celebrant. Core Celebrant is a really important card for the cleric deck in general. I like Skyclave Cleric a lot too, don't get me wrong. But when you're running Relic Vial, you can just win via long game, and Core Celebrant really helps you get to that long game, especially alongside some solid removal spells. Otherwise, Shadow Stinger's in here, which is obviously very good for rogues. And like I said, the Skyclave Cleric would be good. But we're going to go Celebrant. Let's see if we can make clerics work here. All right. When in doubt, take another Celebrant. Yeah, we'll just go deep on Celebrants for now over a Sky Dancer. If black's getting cut, we might have to supplement with black, but Thwart the Grave is one of the stronger cards in the format, and obviously insanely good when you're actually playing tribal. So we'll take it over a Ghastly Gloomhunter and a Palaka Predation, and never look back and be happy about it. All right, well, we could take Blood Price. It's actually a reasonable pick here. Shadowcat, not really what we're looking for. To be honest, Blood Price isn't really what I'm looking for either, but I feel like Blood Price at least can do something with a bunch of life gain. Rockslide Sorcerer, pick 8. That's pretty good for wizards, but we'll probably take a Practice Tactics. It's cheap removal. Sellsword would be reasonable too, but I think we're still holding out hope we can get that. Blight Priest, there it is. All right, Blight Priest with the Celebrants is just a really kind of quick and dirty way to win. It's basically commons dot deck way to win. Seagate Banneret is, I think, actually at its best in clerics. I think I heard, oh, why can't I think of his name? Ben Stark was the one. I was watching one of his streams, and he was talking about how Seagate Banneret is better for clerics than it is for warriors. And after thinking about it, I think he's right, because cleric deck tends to go long. This also makes our practice tactics better, but yeah, because this deck survives, Banneret gets better as you can use it later. Plus, you potentially get a lot of 1/1 dudes with like attended healer or cleric or whatever it's called. So, all right, we can take a sentinel. Don't really want to play it, but there's nothing else we need here. Off to a pretty good start, actually, I would say. We didn't wheel either of the Skyclave clerics, which would have been really nice, but we still have a pretty good start. Good removal. And Thwart, like I said, very good in here. If you're paying 5 mana to res 2 cards, you should feel pretty good. Well, what a gift. We got the Skyclave Cleric back, which is just a phenomenal pickup for us. Here we'll take the worst card. Let people know we're not in blue. Well, Last Big Duelist is kind of crazy, but I'm still happy with where we are at here. So choices now are Malika Rebirth, Pack Beast, which is going to be good for tactics, going to be good for Relic Vial, and I guess reasonable for Thwart and Journey as well. So I could take the Pack Beast. Canyon Jerboa is pretty cool. Kind of functions similarly to Banneret, but it doesn't synergize with our practice tactics nor Relic Vial and stuff like that. And like I said, another choice is the Malika Rebirth, which is actually kind of good, especially when you're gaining life. 1 mana protection spell. But I think I'm going to go Pack Beast. I think if we're going to go in on this Cleric life gain, long game win plan, let's just get a ton of Clerics that also make our other cards better as well. So here we can take a Nahiri's Binding, but I kind of want this Malika Blood Priest too. What I like about the Blood Priest is that it synergizes with Banneret, it synergizes with Blight Priest, it synergizes with Relic Vial, it synergizes with Thwart the Grave, Pack Beast. It's quite good in our deck. And it's just a solid 2-drop that gains life. But Binding deals with more things. Currently our removal is a Journey and a Hagra Mauling. And a practice tactics, I guess, too. I could go either way. My gut is saying Blood Priest, but it could be the Binding, too. I'm going to go with my gut and go Blood Priest. Alright. So we immediately get rewarded with potential removal here. This is where Feed the Swarm, I think, is at its absolute best, because hopefully we're gaining life off of these Blood Priests and Skyclave Clerics and Core Celebrants and all that. And it deals with enchantments as well as creatures. So I think we'll take the Feed the Swarm here and be happy about that. So we can take Malika Rebirth, or we can take another Feed the Swarm. I'm kind of okay with another Feed the Swarm. Then our removal is pretty much all but done. 2 Feed the Swarms, Hagra Mauling Journey, and a practice tactics. Probably don't need any more. Certainly don't want any more Feed the Swarms after this. So we can take the Protector. It's another Cleric. It's a fine card. It's not exciting. Or we can take another Tactics, which is also not terribly exciting in a pretty much strictly Cleric deck, but I think we'll take it anyway. Alright, Paired Tactician, another Protector. Demon's Disciple, I would say, is pretty clearly the pick. More removal. And this actually rewards us for not taking the Nahiri's Binding, because it's kind of a non-bow with Bubble Snare and Nahiri's Binding, but certainly good here. Ooh, Fearless Sledging. Well, it doesn't matter that this is not a Cleric, because this card just kind of wins the game on its own. Can take the Outrider or can take the Jerboa. Kind of okay taking Jerboa. Outrider is fine too. But Jerboa, I feel like, has some pretty high upside if we end up getting one of those attended healers. Oh, wow, multiples. Well, now I kind of want to take the rebirth, but do I want to give +2, +2 to my whole team? I think we'll just take it. We're close to a deck already. I think we'll just take the rebirth. I'm not even 100% the Canyon thing makes the deck. Well, like I said, Nahiri's Binding, kind of a non-bow with Demon's Disciple, but it still just might be the pick here. Otherwise, Mind Drain does gain life, but I think we'll go Binding. A bit of a non-bow. Cut the white card here. So we're at 12 creatures already. Plenty of removal. Kind of, I guess I'll take this. Kind of unlikely to want to play Blood Price, even though it's reasonable in here. I don't really want to play the Skyclave Sentinel. And I'm still kind of on the fence with Jerboa. Everything else is probably okay. We might not need the practice tactics in here either, since we're primarily clerics. I think we're like one more marauding Blight Priest away from having a little more consistency here. Guess we can take a random flyer. Don't really want to play that either, but we'll consider it. So we can take a Gloom Hunter here. We can take a Subtle Strike. I think we want a creature. Or we could take McKindy's Stampede. I think we'll take the Gloom Hunter. Gloom Hunter makes sense to me. We don't really have much evasion. We have the Fearless Fledgling, which is good. But Gloom Hunter, random Blight Priest synergy. It flies. I feel like flyers are going to be important for us. It's got lifelink. Or we could take the Healer. Healer might make more sense since we're primarily clerics and lifelink vigilance is actually good against aggro decks. I mean, Gloom Hunter is good too, but it probably, I guess, makes more sense to take a cleric. So Relic Vial number 2 is a big, huge get for us. This is going to let us win some games. So I like that. Let's take it and never look back. Relic Vial number 3. Well, I'll do it. I want the core Celebrant too, but yeah, if we can ever just get multiples of these out, you just drain your opponent out really, really effectively. So I guess we can take another Jerboa. I'm okay with that. Bit of a miss here. Actually, I guess we just take Blood Beckoning and be happy enough about that. Recycle some of our creatures. Otherwise, we could take the Kite Sail, but that's okay. All these Jerboas. It's so weird. Kind of want the Seagate Banneret more, I think. More controllable. But did I just play a bunch of Jerboas? It seems weird. It's more of an aggressive card. Seagate Banneret's better because you control it, so it's more defensive. I think that's true, actually. Another Nahiri's Binding, huh? Alright. I guess we'll do it. Well, we got the Gloom Hunter. That's good. Take it. Get a flyer. Yeah, this is a bit of an oddball deck here. Subtle Strike is pretty good in a lot of situations. I'd probably play it over a practice tactics in here. We're going to have to make some cuts regardless, but we'll see what those are eventually. I guess we've already got these. I already don't really need that. I guess we can take this. We don't need it either. Ooh, got the Celebrant back. Well, that's cool. I like that. Celebrant, great way to buy some time. So I think we might be off the Jerboa plan. As good as Jerboa is in a vacuum, I guess Kite Sail's a good sideboard card at least. Yeah, as good as Jerboa is in a vacuum, I don't think it's the card we're looking for in this deck. I'd much rather go with the Bannerets. We'll see. We'll see what we do here. The Nahiri's Bindings, like I said, non-bow with Demon's Disciple. So we're going to have to factor that into the equation as well. We have just one, no, 2 spell lands, 3 spell lands. Hagra Mauling we can count as a spell. I guess Cleric and Rebirth we count as lands. Our curve is not terribly high. We don't have a ton of mana sinks, though. I guess that's not true. We have the Bannerets, the Gloom Hunter. So currently 11, 12, 13. We could probably cut 4 spells. We'll see if we can figure that out, though. Probably the Jerboas. That already brings us down to 14 creatures. Just a little bit worrisome, but hopefully okay. Could technically count Mauling as a land too, and then we only have to cut 1 more card. That's probably better. So maybe we can cut the Subtle Strike, especially if we're a little bit creature lighter. I actually like Subtle Strike, but for here it probably makes more sense to go with this plan. Yeah, I kind of like this. Looks good. I'm risking Demon's Disciple and Nahiri's Binding, non-bow synergy, but Demon's Disciple is just so good with Relic Vial too. That's kind of cool. And get it back with Thwart randomly. I think we'll let it go. It's okay. Alright. 12 and 10. So we do have double white with Nahiri's Binding. So we have double black as well. Probably want to do close to an even split. How many clerics did we end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10. I was expecting more, to be honest, but that's okay. So let's see. 9 and 8. Is that what I want to do? Kind of okay with this. Double black here, double black here, double white here, double white here. So pretty equal on double colors. Yeah, this is fine. Totally fine. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, round 1. We'll play first. That is a keep. So I think we're going to go Blood Priest into Protector. We don't need to wait until later. Blood Priest is a great card to trade early with in a deck that's running Blood Beckoning and Thwart the Grave. 2 ways to get it back. Ooh, Relic Vial. Sweet. Alright. So we'll go Relic Vial here. Ooh, Malika Rebirth, huh? Alright, well, let's see here. Guess we just go land, cleric. Get in for 2. And pass. Stalker. So, I guess we can sack the Blood Priest. Draw. And draw. Can binding. Yeah, I think we just go for some. They both have equal cost, so I guess we'll kill the guy that's potentially unblockable. Binding here. Get in for 1. Sure. Another stalker, huh? Ooh. Well, we're gonna do this. Get back these 2. And pass. So we go land, relic vial. Guess protector makes the best use of mana. You could potentially attack. Could have done blood priest and left up rebirth. I don't know if that's better. So we go blood priest. And we'll probably, I guess, sacrifice the blood priest. Go. Oh, could I have Malachir rebirth that? Huh. That would have been kind of cool. Guess I could have done that. We'll do it now. Or I could... Yeah, actually I still can, huh? I guess I should have done it to the... It's not a huge deal. Indestructible. But I'll still sacrifice it. I guess I'll sacrifice the cleric, actually. It doesn't matter. Alright. So, playing against blue-black rogues with Ruin Crab. We've got removal for that. Although Nahiri's Binding, a lot less good against a Ruin Crab. But there's still plenty of other things to Binding. Unless I want to play like flyers, random flyers. Not especially. I mean, I would hope we have enough removal. Hagra-Mauling, Journey, Disciple, Feeds. Yeah, I assume it's good enough. But unfortunately, Rune Crab is like a must kill. Because our deck is going for the late game plan. I think Rune Crab can outlast what we're doing, potentially. So we could keep this. I'm on the draw. We have how many white sources? We do have 9 white sources. We're on the draw. We can play a Feed the Swarm for a Rune Crab. All right, I guess we'll risk it. I really don't want to play a Hagra-Mauling, but if I must. All right, perfect. The Fledgling is pretty excellent, obviously. I'm going to play it too. We have a couple ways to get it back. Maybe they'll let us untap before they try and kill it. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe we rip an untapped land, and then we can protect it. Oh, perfect. So... Well, Rebirth's a little bit less good with the Fledgling now that I'm thinking about it. It's not a huge deal, though. Because if you Rebirth, it just resets your Fledgling. Makes it slightly less appealing, but it's not a huge deal. I might let the Fledgling die. I haven't decided yet. It's clearly a must deal with. I'm not going to leave up Rebirth. I'd rather just make better use of my mana, get a Blight Priest down. They can kill my Fledgling. They can kill the Blight Priest. Either one, I'll accept it. I find it curious that they didn't want to block my Fledgling. They anticipated a trick. Ah, well, thankfully we've got this nice handy dandy relic vial. We got 2 cards left. Okay. So we'll Feed the Swarm this. 1 card left in their hand. We're gonna play the Rebirth. Play a Banneret. And get in for 1. Alright. No actual clerics, mind you. We have no clerics out currently. But that's okay. Maybe should have left Hagra-Mauling up in hindsight. But that's okay. They can't actually block and kill one of my guys, so it worked out. We'll probably have to Hagra-Mauling that little fella. Especially if their best play is just a equipping a Mind Carver, which I think we kind of want them to just do. Yeah. So that indicates to me that they don't really have anything else going on. Good. So we'll take care of that dude and keep getting in there. Oh, they do have a Rune Crab, huh? Well, Rune Crab's a problem too, but... 23 cards left. I think we still have to deal with the Thought Thief, but they can equip the Mind Carver on the Rune Crab, huh? That does make it a little bit more tricky. Honestly, I think the best thing we can do this turn is... The best use of mana is this play, so I'm going to do it like this. And I'm doing it now because I might draw a land, which I did, which I want to play, so then I can pump my team. We still have the Hagra Mauling, so that's okay. It's instant speed too, which is nice. No, I shouldn't have let them attack. Because they get to mill me for 2 more, kind of needlessly. But we'll go for the mauling now. Alright, it worked out. They did not equip the Mind Carver, though. That's a little bit scary. So I guess we sack in response here. convenient is that? Alright. See you for round 2. Alright, round 2. That's a keep. Ooh. That's a good one. I think we're actually going to play the healer, though. And the reason is if I draw a land, I can just cast Fledgling and then pump it right away. If I want. It's up to me. My choice. Guess we'll just do the Pack Beast because it turns on the healer. Get in there. I'll trade either one. It doesn't matter. They probably want to kill our healer pretty badly here, I would think. Get that Vigilant Lifelinker off the board. Although if they take it, I'm pretty thrilled about that. Yeah. That's pretty nice. Let me see. So, now we can attack with healer again. Then we'll go Fledgling land. Are they doing the same thing we are? Or have they just not ripped their black mana yet? Archon. I don't see that one too often. I keep forgetting about the can't cast more than one spell each turn. And non-basics enter tap doesn't actually matter because our stuff enters tapped anyway, so that's cool. So we can get in with the Fledgling. I mean, we've got some real choices here. I guess we'll do the... They have practice tactics mana up. It might actually make more sense to do the Protector. But I guess I'll just do Relic Vial then. This way, if they practice tactics, they kill it, but I drain them. If I do the Protector, they can't kill it. I don't know. That would have gone either way. If I did the Protector there, it wouldn't have died this turn. If I ripped a land, then I could have gone Relic Vial plus keep up sack mana for the next turn. So I guess it would have been better, in hindsight, to do the Protector. To protect it from practice tactics. Potentially rip a land to go Vial, then attack with it for 4. Yeah. I think Blight Priest should be able to do a pretty good job of draining our opponent. So we got our 5th land, which means we can go Light Priest. Get in with this. I'm fine trading it for a sellsword if they want. Otherwise, I'll gain 2 life again. Alright. I mean, we're still currently winning this race. We can only cast 1 spell a turn. I do have to remember that. Outrider, sure. So, I think we just go land, protector, protect the healer, and get in with it. Gain some more life. So next turn, probably getting in with Protector, Pack Beast, and Healer. And each player can only cast 1 spell a turn, so that's fine. I mean, I'm definitely not blocking if they attack, because I think we're winning this race. Yeah, that's good. We are 1 mana shy of being able to pump plus sack with Relic Vial, but I don't know if that matters. Well, there's a Blood Priest now, which is pretty slick, actually. Yeah, I think we just drain this turn. Maybe I attack with the healer first, actually. We'll attack with these 2 first. Not the Pack Beast, because they kind of get a free block if I do that. So they definitely make it so I wanna pump here. But 3 mana up, they're making an awkward block. I don't think I'm gonna bite. I'll just let it happen. It seems a bit too odd, and they clearly have something. So we should be able to drain them out pretty quick here now, I think. Still just like 1 mana shy of Banneret plus Relic Vial value. I mean, it is asking a lot. It is 7 whole mana to make that happen. Oh, they got some angels, huh? Just that one. Huh. I can sack the Blood Priest here. I think I will. Because we have Thwart and Blood Beckoning. I feel like it's ultimately better. Ooh, Relic Vial 2 is good. So let's go Relic Vial 2. I can also attack, but I don't think we need to. So I think we can actually sack the Pack Beast because it attacks better. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. All right. So we're playing against Mono White. Amiria's Call to Zeem Raptor Party. It's like Mono White Party deck. Kind of interesting little build. Archon actually doesn't have a class, oddly. Subtle Strike deals with Sellsword. That's it. Kite Sail lets us fly and block Archon and some late game 4/4 Angels and a Raptor. Kite Sail I could actually see being a reasonable card here because stopping flyers seems good. I don't know what to cut though. They don't have any removal. Well, that's not true. They do have removal. Could cut a Binding. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. Alright, we'll cut a Binding. Because I don't like it as much anyway with the Demon's Disciple. Alright, lets us fly over top 2. Might be good. Like, it's clearly not good against a Celebrant. I feel like it still doesn't really effectively stop a Cliffhaven Celebrant. Core Celebrant? Core Celebrant. Alright, it's a keep. Reasonable hand. I don't really want to trade the Protector here. Ooh, Demon's Disciple. Well, wait a second. That's kind of funny, actually. So, play Disciple. Alright, full control off. That's kind of cool. Might as well sack it again. Get in for 5. It's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever done that before. It's good synergy, though. So they have their practice tactics mana up, but I'm not going to play around it. I'll attack in with the Protector. Who knows, maybe we get one of our mini removal spells, which really hurts the practice tactics play. Oh, they had to play the Emiria's Calling, huh? Alright, looks like they had it. So we'll play a Plains and pass. As much as I want to, well, no attacks is pretty fascinating, actually. Let's play the Banneret. And I guess we'll get in with a Blood Priest here. Thwart would be pretty excellent. I saw Blood Beckoning here too. Celebrant is good. So I guess I can attack with the Blood Priest. So, weird. You didn't protect the Blade Master? Wouldn't that have made more sense? Maybe they're up to no good. Got some other plan. Oh, they just said screw it and threw it away. Well, I'm cool with that. So, let's see here. guess I'm not re-equipping, so I can leave up Celebrant to block the Tactician. Or kill the Protector if I so choose. It's a weird one. Alright. Pack Beast. Can I kill them? 3, 5. No, I come close though. But we play the Pack Beast, gain some life. I suppose I can. Guess we have to chill. I don't have to, but it feels a little bit dangerous if I attack with Blood Priest there and they have a pump for Archon. Whereas with this, I have a pretty good defensive play. They do get that paired Tactician play, don't they? Well, let's figure this out. Best plays. Well, we can kill this. We can block here. I suppose I can double block here, but does that... Yeah, it does kill it. Okay. I wonder if there's a way I could have blocked there and be able to crack back and win. Probably not. I could have... Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of a way to do that. There might have been. I just can't think of it. I mean, we also have Thwart and Blood Beckoning, which I think makes this better. So let's get back the Banneret. And I guess the Demon's Disciple, probably. we'll go land, Disciple. Get the Celebrant out of there. Could have brought back the Blight Priest, but I figured getting a Celebrant off the board is probably good. Interestingly, yeah, I could actually sack my Celebrant. I think that's actually better. So I should have attacked first. I didn't think about that. And I should have played the Banneret. Yeah, I still think that's correct. Because now with Kite Sail, I think it's ultimately going to be better. So I forego a damage and a life gain that I should have had, which is actually relevant here because it's the difference between 6 and 7 points of damage. Interesting. So, should be dead here, but because of the way that I sequenced my last turn, for some reason I just really thought I was going to be sacrificing the Demon's Disciple, but then it occurred to me, it's like, wait, your opponent doesn't have a board. Why aren't you just trying to race them instead of gaining life? Thankfully, they don't have the mana to Tazim Raptor, return a Myria, and play it. So I guess that's good news. I got that going for me, which is nice. Alright, no play from our opponent. They're at 1 whole life. Let's get in there. Alright, we beat the mono white. We'll see for round 3. Alright, we're in the finals here, and I guess we'll keep. I don't like playing Hagra Mauling as a swamp, but who knows, maybe we'll rip a black mana and I won't have to. I feel like we still, unless we're ripping back-to-back lands here, we're gonna have to, but that's okay. I'm still thinking this hand is definitely keepable. Maybe we don't need the Hagra Mauling. This hand still has a Journey and an Ahiri's Binding. There's one way to look at it. Well, opponent mulls to 5, which is good news for us. Who knows, maybe we'll rip one more land and then look good. I don't know. We'll see. Double green into Relic Amulet. Not what I was expecting to see. We can Journey the Relic Amulet. Not my favorite use, but it's doable. Maybe I should have played the Hagra Mauling there. Yeah. If I played the Hagra Mauling last turn, I would have been able to play the Celebrant, which would have set me up for a Journey to Oblivion. Now I feel like we have to Journey the... Well, that works too, I guess. I think I'd rather keep the Disciple. Actually, I think so. I think that's right. Maybe not. Because of the Relic Amulet. Yeah, and I guess Demon's Disciple is a better thwart the grave target. That's true. I can live with that. Not thrilled about it. Oh, look at that. Well, hopefully whatever it is they're finding, it's something Journey to Oblivion can deal with. Not that I can... Well, now I can cast it. That's cool. Or Nahiri's Binding. Either one. We'll find out. We're also just a land away from Thwart the Grave, which is good. Alright. So, I think we'll just Journey Relic Amulet now. Let's not deal with it anymore. Still have removal, right? Yeah, I still have a Nahiri's Binding. Scythe Cat. Alright, so I can feed the Swarm. If I so choose. Nahiri's Binding. I currently don't have a great attack. Decent opportunity to just do Blood Beckoning, I think. Especially, yeah, this actually makes way more sense, because now I can cast Demon's Disciple before I do Nahiri's Binding. Yeah, I like that more. Plus, then I can thwart it back again. So we block the 3-2 here. Because if they have like a Roiling Regrowth, we don't want to get hurt by that with the Scythe Cat. Alright, well they got us pretty good there, unfortunately for us. This is going to make things more challenging now. So, I guess the play is... Disciple... And then we'll feed the Swarm on the Scythe Cat. There we go. And then next turn, if I draw a land, I can actually go Banneret. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I have Nahiri's Binding for that. Never mind. We're fine. We're fine. So... yeah, we'll go Banneret. Thwart. Not quite as exciting as I would like, but that's okay. That's not what I was expecting. That's actually way better news for us. I would have snap-sacked Grakmaw there. I'm pretty surprised they didn't, to be honest. Do that. Do this. Get in there. Pretty early concession, but they mulled to 5 and they actually did pretty good. The weirdest one was Coveted Prize, considering they have no class cards in there. Oh, that's not true. They have the Elf Wizard. I wonder which one they searched up. Calling Ambush? I don't know. Grakmaw's obviously good, but thankfully, yeah, I think their biggest mistake was just not sacrificing the Vine Gecko instead of the... Just take advantage of your cards. But 2 Nahiri's Binding. Those are at least going to be reasonable against Grakmaw. Once again, it makes their Disciple worse, but Disciple's just too good to not play. took care of... I mean, we got it off 3 times that game. That's pretty good. Other than that, I think we're good. We just gotta survive. Get to that sweet, sweet Relic Vial position. Don't love this hand, but we'll keep it. Especially being on the draw, I think it's slightly better. Plus Relic Vial, it's hard to go wrong. I like throwing a McKinley. The Relic Amulet does seem a little bit out of place, but I suppose I got it off 3 times. It's pretty good. Feed the Swarm. Well, it deals with enchantments, but not artifacts. They only have green mana, so I was gonna say, what do they have? Still don't quite have the mana to do everything I want to do with Relic Vial, but that's not a big deal. Good draw there, so now we can go kill this. Lose a little bit of life. Play the Banneret. Get in for 3. Dreadworm, okay. Well, classic rip exactly what you need when you need it. Visionary. Alright, so they can get our Banneret here. Which I assume they want to do. Definitely want to do it now before I untap. Alright, Haggard Mauling is fine, so we'll do the Vial. And I suppose we can get in for 2 here. Gain some more life. Yeah. Okay with trading. I mean, I can sack. I guess I could have blocked the Visionary, so maybe it would have been better. That's true. Vine Gecko. So they're tapped Thwart. Well, that's pretty sweet. Let's just do that. Not the sexiest thwart I've ever seen, but certainly satisfactory right now. So we can Haggard Mauling plus sack with Relic Vial. We've got late game looking pretty good right now. They can like call in the ambush, I guess, with their Dreadworm to kill Celebrant maybe. Which might make some sense. say that makes sense. Interesting. Well, we'll take it. Oh, there we cracked it. Well, Celebrant again. Playing it. And chilling. Leaving up Relic Vial. So just block here. Because I can sack their Dreadworm. I guess I can use Relic Amulet on it. That's okay too. I'll allow that. Alright, so now we can go land. Pass. Oh. Yeah, I guess I could have attacked, but I'd rather be a little more defensive here, I think. Well, yeah, maybe this wasn't as good. Yeah, it's tough because yeah, I don't think this was as good. Because now they can sack, yeah, to their Shadow Cat. It's less good. All right. No, not that one. Do this one. But I have 7 lands? Or do I have 6? No, I have 7. So I can activate Banneret. They can Relic Amulet in response. And then I can sack whatever I need to sack, I guess. So I've made some pretty big mistakes this game. Yeah, it's not good. I think we'll pass the turn, see what they do. I think they'll likely use their mana for something, so then we can, I guess, Hagra Mauling the Dreadworm. Or they just don't do anything. Hmm. Double block here. And they might sack. Hmm. Just very confused. Like, I needed to hold up that mana so I could pump in case they used Relic Amulet. They still haven't used Relic Amulet. Like, just don't know what's going on in this game at all. Very odd game. It's like they refuse to use Relic Amulet. Now they, for some odd reason, decide to use it. No idea why now. Go to 3. We can binding here. Play the Banneret. And pass. So play is block here, sack Banneret. Not exactly where you want to see. Not an optimum Demon's Disciple. Although, I suppose I can sack it and... no, then I have to sack something else, too. Well, I'm not sure I can live long enough to do all this, but... because of the Relic Amulet, I think it actually makes more sense to sack the Disciple. I'm going to have to... I don't even know if I can live, to be honest. I think we somehow can, miraculously. Alright. We'll go to game 3 here. So yeah, bindings with the Disciple didn't look that good, but... bit of a non-bow. But I still kind of like Disciple. You just have to sequence it right. I'm starting to like Subtle Strike more, though. But I also don't really want to go down to 13 creatures. Subtle Strike deals with Tangled Florahedron and a Scythe Cat early. It's probably not good enough. Do I want the Kite Sail? I mean, I could have flown over top. That's true. Not really, though, to be honest. Let's stick to the same plan. Alright, we'll play first. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I can keep this. We don't have any white mana, but... potentially... yeah, probably. I guess I have to play Hagar Mauling. Not my favorite use of Hagar Mauling. We'll just kill that. I can journey that. To be honest, I don't really want to. I'd rather cash out my Blood Priest myself with my Relic Vial and drain them and set up for a Blood Beckoning at some point. Alright. So thwart at some point. I'd like to reap more value than this. I guess we have to hang out. We don't have to, it's just with a Relic Amulet out, it really doesn't feel like a good use of Blood Beckoning, to be perfectly honest. So I'd rather use Journey because the binding is worse against if I draw the Demon Sacrificer Duder. If I don't get his name, it's going to kill me. What is his name? Demon's Disciple. Basically, we're just looking to survive long enough to make good use of Thwart the Grave and Blood Beckoning and Relic Vial. Okay. Guess I'm alright with that. So they can Relic Amulet it with just sack it in response. Drain them. Bring back our dudes. Yeah, they're like, you know what? I don't want to either. So we'll sack the pack piece to draw and drain. Celebrant's good. Gloom Hunter's good. Let's just do we'll just do Celebrant this turn and pass. This lets us thwart and leave up Relic Vial next turn. kind of want them to use that Relic Amulet. So we'll snap block. They can use Relic Amulet if they want. Alright, well... can use the Rebirth here. I guess I could have sacked in response there. Then they would have been able to... I mean, they can still Relic Amulet, so maybe... maybe it won't matter. I guess we'll find out. I mean, if they don't use their Relic Amulet, I'd like to keep my Celebrant. Although now, maybe it's a better res target for Thwart. But same argument as before. Yeah. Cleric's good. Let's just bring some stuff back. Leave up Relic or Relic Vial. They can kill our core Celebrant in response. I'm okay with that. Right, that's cool. So we'll draw. Now our Gloom Hunter's a little bit safer too, which is nice. We drain them for 2. Subtle Strike. Call the ambush. Alright. Jeez. Oh, 1 card left. Not bad. We have the Blood Beckoning too. It's kind of relevant here, actually. I would say. So they can ping off our Blood Priest. We still have pretty good options at our disposal here. Yeah, we can cast the Gloom Hunter. Still sack it to Relic Vial. We don't drain them if we do that, but that is okay by me. This is basically a deal with our dude now. And if you can, we still draw. Snap, take it. Fighting with those two. In this case, I'm actually kind of okay with trading there. Because we gain life, which is just going to prolong this game. Which is good for us. And I can get it back. No problem. Get the Celebrant. Or maybe the Blood Priest, actually. It doesn't matter. Feed the Swarm. Oh, Bloodback. Okay. So they get some dudes back. They get good value here, too. I admit, I'm pretty shocked how well Relic Amulet's been for them. Let's oh, Gloom Hunter's a lot less attractive of an option now. Let's just get back the Celebrant and a Blood Priest. And then we'll play the Celebrant. And pass. Alright. Once again, draw. I mean, we've drawn a lot of cards this game, but yeah. Binding, not bad. So we've got 9 mana, which means we can kind of do everything we want here. Kind of. Getting back Coveted Prize, huh? So now we're up to 10 mana. So we'll go Cleric, Blood Priest, Relic Vial, and pass. And we basically just need to find one more Cleric here. Feed the Swarm is cool, I guess. I'm surprised how good that Relic Amulet's been for them. How many wizards have they played? 2. They have 2 wizards, but I feel like this thing's been generated like 8 times. I mean, it works with Bala Ged Recovery, Blood Beckoning, multiple Colony Ambushes, Faster Fortification, Vanquish. So they still have plenty of tools with it. I love that they look through their whole deck and they're like, okay, I can't win. That's sweet. All right, well, we ended up going 3-0 with this Cleric deck, which I don't jam all too often, but happy to get a victory. I hope you enjoyed it. We will see you for the next one.